Hello, welcome back to my channel, and I want to do something new. This is going to be a new series on my channel and I'm kind of excited about it, but it's also so illuminating because I've never kept track of it like this before. But the new series is going to be my monthly book haul, so instead of having sporadic book hauls on my vlogs or book related videos, I'm once a month gonna go through all the books I bought within that month, and I didn't I didn't know it was this bad. This is insane. I bought 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books this month, including my Fairy Loot subscription. I swear that on a month by month basis it is not this bad. There was a lot of new releases, okay, in September, so you know, I'm mostly attributing it to that, but also because I have a severe book buying problem, but I'm not going to be solving that today. We're going to run through all the books I bought this month before this tower absolutely tips, and yeah, we'll see how this goes, and you know, please let me know if you like this series and if you would like me to continue, and I will. So, okay, this is in no particular order because I genuinely cannot remember what books I bought when. A lot of these are pre-orders, a lot of these aren't pre-orders, and okay, I'm just going to start from the top here, and it is the first 3 books in the compelling Fate saga. So, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly, A Promise So Bold and Broken, and A Bond So Fierce and Fragile. This is an almost completed series, and I'm guaranteeing you've seen this somewhere on BookTok or Bookstagram because everyone's talking about this, rightly so. I finished all 3 books in literally, accumulatively, 2.5 days. I literally just binged the absolute crap out of them, and the reason I picked this up is because it was Ravenhead Readers Book Club pick, and I became obsessed from book 1, so I ordered book 2s and 3, and I finished them in one day. It was, what can I say? I mean, it was that good that I just couldn't put it down. I literally finished them, every book I finished in one sitting. It was just so good. And if you are looking for a nearly completed Fate series, I definitely recommend this one because it is perfect. Does it have some issues that kind of pop out? Yes, it's not perfect, but it is just so good. It's heartbreaking, it's emotional, the characters have so much depth to them. I really love the FMC in this. I definitely have some areas that I think need more development and I would have liked to see more of, but in terms of the plot and the world building, it's pretty well developed, and the characters are very well developed, apart from one area that I would say probably stands out when you pick up this series. But the relationships in this, the found family, it's so perfect, and I love how real it is, especially with there's a part that comes out towards the 3rd book, and I just love the relationship between this FMC and this other thing, and how just real it is and how it's not easy and how they fought for it. And yeah, it's just, I really enjoy this. So if you're looking for a new Fate series that you're going to be addicted to, I definitely recommend the compelling Fate saga. The 4th book is coming out in December, and I know it's going to get worse before it gets better, but I'm ready for it. Of course, I bought Alchemized, which I'm currently in the middle of reading. I'm so obsessed. I am only 200 pages in. I have a reading vlog for this coming out as soon as I finish it, and you'll get all the details in this, but oh my god, they were not kidding when they say it's a dark fantasy with the subplot of romance. I mean, first of all, this book is absolutely stunning. Second of all, this is an absolute chunker of a book, and I haven't read Manacled, so I pre-ordered this because I was always interested in reading Manacled, but I'm not really an e-reader. I very rarely pick up books on my Kindle, if it even is a Kindle, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but I very rarely read books on my phone or on the old ancient Kindle that I have. I really like to read physical books, so when I found out she was picked up traditionally and she just rewrote it a bit and came out with Alchemized, I was like, yes, I am buying that. I love dark fantasy. And just with the elements that she was said to have really approached in this book, I was so intrigued and I really wanted to see how she did it, especially since it's quite different from any other dark fantasy I've ever read. I can already tell I'm addicted to this and it's going to be a 5-star. And The Ever Queen by L.J. Andrews. This is book 2 in the interconnected duology series called the Eversea series. I have only recently discovered L.J. Andrews. I picked up her latest release and then I found out that her old series was getting republished traditionally, and I pre-ordered them all because they were coming out consecutively month by month, and I was like, well, I can read the first book in that month and then decide whether I want to continue, and I want to continue. I obsessed. I'm really having quite good luck with fae reads at the moment, but this one is so unique. The approach to fae in general is so unique and it's just so atmospheric and the world just comes alive behind your eyes, and I'm just obsessed. I love the characters, I love the world in particular. I love how the fae is approached and kind of reworked in a more unique way that kind of stands out, and I just really love how it was done, and I love the magic system and everything in this. And I am really, really excited to get into the Ever Queen because I finished the Ever King sometime, and I'm really excited to go into this. I just have 2 books that I'm currently reading, but this is definitely a book I'm going to pick up next, even though I have like 13 books on my TBR for this month, but I don't care. I need to dive in as soon as possible because the way it ended, jaw dropped, on the edge of my seat, needing to know what was going to happen and how it was going to work out. But yeah, interconnected duologies. I think The Mist Thief is coming out October, and this is going to be the next duology following one of the characters that we were introduced to in the first book, so I'm really excited. Now, my newest, actually I think that's my most recent purchase, but this is my second most recent purchase, House of Dragons by Kate Ayland. Listen, me and my sister a couple days ago went to the shopping centre. We were going to get some coffee, get some lunch, spend some time together, and then pick up our next book club pick. Before we got there, we decided we were going to read Alchemized together, and Alchemized is a very big book and she's a much slower reader than I am. And I was like, but I already had my heart set on being able to pick up a book at the bookstore that we would pick for our book club pick, so I can't go to the bookshop and not pick up a book. And she needed to pick up Alchemized, and I was like, I also need to pick up a book. Do I necessarily need it? No, but I want to pick up a book. So I picked out House of Dragons by Kate Ayland. I have another book by this author that I realised when I got home that I haven't picked up yet. So I don't even know if I like this author's writing, but it's got dragons, it sounds good, it looks nice, and I mean, what can I say? I had to pick it up. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to add it to my November TBR, so I'll have to read it quite quickly. But yeah, it sounds... Oh, this is already a completed series. Wait, did this just get re-released then? Because it says that the next 4 books' titles are in the title list of all books by this author. Okay, I'll have to look into that. But I'm intrigued, I'm interested. It sounds alright. I mean, it's got dragons in it, and Rebecca Yarros has put in feedback on the back of this. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. Alright, Among the Burning Flowers by Samantha Shannon. This is her newest book in the world of Priory of the Orange Tree. This is a novella. This is before the events of Priory of the Orange Tree, as I understand it. And I love Samantha Shannon's writing. I've just recently read The Bone Season, which was my second book by her, and I loved it. So, of course, I automatically bought the novella. I thought I pre-ordered it, but apparently I hadn't. So, I bought it when I was in the store. But yeah, it sounds... I still haven't picked up her other book, In the World of the Priory of the Orange Tree, which happens after the events. I haven't picked up that one yet. But this one, I think I'm going to just binge read the entire series, starting with this, since I already read Priory of the Orange Tree twice. So, yeah, I'm intrigued, and I mean, it's only small. And, yeah, I mean, I love the world she built in Priory of the Orange Tree, so anything I can get within that world, I am buying it. Next, I bought Metal Singer by Rachel Schneider. This is her re-released, traditionally published version. I have already read this series. Did I need the hardback? Of course I did. I also have the Fairy Loot edition, but that was part of my subscription, and I mean, I really have no valid reason for buying a third copy of this book, but I had pre-ordered this before I knew it was going to be the Fairy Loot edition, so technically it's not my fault. I could have cancelled it, but we're not talking about that. I love this series so much. The plot twist at the end is insane. You really, really do not see that coming. I can't believe that it took that time. I still remember, I read this like a year ago. I still remember the way this ended, and pretty much this entire book. That's how hard it stuck to me. And I mean, I'm so excited for book 2, but I'm also I'm very confused by book 2, because she put out the synopsis and I'm confused. I mean, what do you mean it takes place years after the events of Metal Singer? Like, I'm just not okay, and I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but we'll see. And then I bought Claimed by Fangs and Darkness by Maggie Cincinnati. This is book 2 in the Everlasting Obsession duology, and I love Maggie Cincinnati's writing. I love her approach to vampires. It's so different, and yeah, it's very different, I think, and it's dark fantasy romance, and I love it. It's just such a fun, good time, and when I want something that again doesn't take too much brain power that I could just fall into, this is the series I pick up for. And it's also very, very spicy, so if you're looking for a dark fantasy romance that's very spicy, has vampires, this is the duology for you. Her first duology is Stalked by Seduction and Shadows, and I really loved that one, so obviously this was a automatic buy from when it got released, and I'm very excited to be picking this up. I can't wait to read it. I don't think this counts as... Oh, no, it does count. But I bought this with my Waterstones Plus card because I had like £60 on it. So I bought this and a couple other books. So, you know, that contributed to the number of books I got. So, yeah. Next is another book that I bought on my Waterstones Plus card points. Is A Bargain So Bloody by Vasilla Drake. I know nothing about this, but it's book 1 in the Kingdom of Dark Magic. And I believe it has vampires. So yeah, and I think it's dark fantasy, but I don't know, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about picking this up. I've heard good things, and people recommended this if you're looking for more vampire reads, and I'm always looking for more vampire reads, so it was a must-have. Then I bought book 3 in the Bound by Blood series. This is The Beasts That Bleed Us. This is a witchy dark fantasy, and I really loved books 1 and 2 that I read a year ago. I read it when I was on holiday in Spain, and I still remember pretty much everything that happens. I will be rereading it because, I mean, I want to get reacquainted with this world again, but it's following a witch who can use blood magic, but blood magic is forbidden in her world, so she has to hide it until it comes to light, and she gets taken by the Dark King, who also has his own secrets that can't come to light and that she discovers, and they kind of pitfall from there. But I really, really love this series. It's so good, and yeah, I really recommend it if you're looking, again, for a dark fantasy romance with a bit of spice, good plot, good world building, and interesting characters. This is the one for you. Now, of course, I bought Dan Brown's newest release, The Secrets of Secrets. I had this pre-ordered since it was announced, and I managed to get a signed copy, which I'm still so happy about. I have not yet picked this up, but I'm going to. I want to do a whole Dan Brown, Robert Langdon series reread. I'm currently in the Da Vinci Code, and it's just taking me longer to get through than I thought because there's just so many releases at the moment. But I am so excited. Thankfully, not a lot of people that I follow have read this or is reading Dan Brown books, so I'm not being spoiled. So I'm okay to take my time in picking this up. But this has been 8 years in making, and I'm just so excited to have another new Dan Brown book to be reading, because I have read the Robert Langdon series so many times that I know every book off by heart pretty much. When I thought this series, I did not know I was going to have this many books to go through. I really do think I have a problem. Is it a bad problem? No, but it's a problem nonetheless, and I'm sure my wallet was crying this month. Next is Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. This is going to be my first book by Rebecca Ross that I have that I'll be picking up, but it's a standalone, and I do want to experience this author's writing and see if I like the way she writes, because I've read nothing from her, but I've heard really good things, and I believe she has a new release come out called Wild Reverence, but I'm pretty sure that's set in the world of Divine Rivals, and I haven't read that, so we're gonna see if I like this. I might pick more books up by her, but yeah, I just really want more standalones, and when I saw this was a standalone by a new author, I was like, I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna give it a try, and we'll see where we go from there. Until the World Falls Down by Jordan Lynn. I again have no idea what this... Oh, actually, I do want to know what this is about. I remember. This is about a young woman who has never been in love, and she really wants to be in love, and she wishes for it, and she accidentally calls up an immortal, and the immortal tells her if she can get through the trials or through the maze, he'll set her free, but if not, he has to live with her forever. And I'm really intrigued by the premise of that. It's more romantic than I would normally go for a fantasy romance, but it's interesting. It sounds like a good time for like just a palette cleanser from heavy fantasies that I usually pick up. But yeah, it sounds good, and it's by an author that I've never read before, and it's a new release, so I thought, why not? We'll see if I like it. And Fairy Tale by Veronica Lance. I think this is again a standalone, and I've seen very mixed things about this, and I just want to see for myself whether I'll like this or not. But we'll see. This is... I know nothing about this, but I think it's a dark fantasy romance, and yeah, I'm just intrigued by what this is about, and whether it's going to be something that I like or not, and stuff like that. I just want to experience it for myself. Alright, 2 more. Evermore by Miranda Lind. This was a must buy. Absolutely had to have it, because this is the second book after Nevermore, and Nevermore completely broke me. It obliterated me. I will never ever stop recommending Miranda Lind's newest series of interconnected standalones / duologies, because this is a duology and the first book is a standalone. Wait, that doesn't make sense. There's Till Death, Nevermore, and then Evermore. Till Death is a standalone, Nevermore is a duology, with the second book being Evermore, and I think the fourth book will be a standalone again. It's just, there was so much to be said for this story, and I completely agree, and I'm so glad she didn't rush it, and we get more time to kind of explore this plot and explore these characters and give them time to kind of have their story. But I'm really excited, but I'm really scared, because the way this ended, I just was blown away. I yeah, again, could not see that coming for the life of me, and just shocked, just absolutely shocked and floored. That's all I have to say for that. But I really recommend the series if you want something that's going to gut wrench you, but also make you so happy and so feral for. This is it. Alright, last but certainly not least, Eldritch by Kerry Lake. This is book 2 in the Eating Woods. I have to say, quite a few books are in this pile is continuations of a series, and I mean, Anathema, which I'm currently reading, was absolutely insane. So I obviously had to buy Eldritch, and I'm so excited to read this. And it's again, of course, Kerry Lake can't write a book until it's a chunker, and I'm so excited. This is gonna be so good. And yeah, I mean, this is perfect for October. I've already put it in my fall book recommendation, which is the last video I put out. So if you're interested in what you should or could pick up for October, if you're looking for similar kind of vibes to me, Kerry Lake is obviously an automatic must, and I'm just so excited to be back in this world and find out what's going on and how things are going to work out, even though it's not finished yet. So just know I'm in for a mad plot twist and cliffhanger. So really excited about that, but I'm also really excited to be back in this world and back with these characters. And I mean, Xandar, I am feral for. I can't even talk about it, but yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this as soon as I'm finished with Anathema. But that's it. That is the numerous books. I mean, there is also the Fairy Loot edition of Metal Slinger, which I have already talked about enough on all my social media, because I'm absolutely obsessed with the cover of this. I mean, I'm just gonna let you have a little bit more time. You know, he is stunning, this is stunning, and yeah. And yes, that is it for my monthly book haul. I swear not every month is gonna be this insane, I think. But I really hope you enjoy this video. I really hope you enjoy this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you would like to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!